Hello, my name is Abram Darnser, and I'm a developer with CM First, and I'm here to give you a quick walkthrough of MatchPoint Web and Mobile. If you're familiar with the existing MatchPoint client, a lot of this will look very familiar to you. We tried to create it to fit the existing MatchPoint user as best as possible while still being easy for new users to come in as well. First thing you'll see is a simple login screen, but one feature that MatchPoint Web and Mobile both have is it allows for single sign-on. Using a setting in your parameters file, you can set whether you want all of your users to log in using their AS400 login, or you can use a single AS400 login and then manage users through your own user table. That's purely up to you. So let's go ahead and log into the application. First thing you'll see is our main menu, which is a nice little tree menu with some nice accordion graphics on there. And so everything will then load into this child area. So under tickets, we'll go into our two options. We have my tickets and all tickets. Obviously, my tickets will only show the tickets that I requested. All tickets will allow you to search through any combinations you wish, but the functionality behind them are the same, so the screens both function very similar. It's just a quicker way for you to filter through the data. So let's go into my tickets, and you can see that this screen looks very familiar if you've used the regular MatchPoint client before. So all the filter options are still here. They all function very much the same. So let's go ahead and just show all my completed tickets. And let me switch my version. And you will also notice if I leave and come back, the search parameters will be saved. So if you, whatever you searched with last, the next time you boot up the panel, they'll automatically load in as well. So let's go ahead and actually just completely reset the filter. And now we're showing all our tickets again. And let's go ahead and create a new ticket. Just like with regular MatchPoint, the regular MatchPoint client, you're prompted for your version, and the versions listed are, once again, based on your settings for that user. So these are the only two versions that this user is allowed to create tickets for. So that's all we're going to show. So let's go ahead and create one for version 3. And this creation screen, once again, will also look very familiar, just slightly reorganized based on the original MatchPoint client design. This is just because with web browsers, you generally want to kind of consolidate everything. It's a little bit smaller because of varying screen sizes, and some people may be using theirs on a tablet or something like that. But the functionality is all still the same, just laid out a little bit differently. So I'm going to make a ticket. All right, and you have, that's all I'm really going to enter for this ticket, but once again, you have the exact same options you do with the regular MatchPoint client, entering request, start dates, end dates, planned end times, end dates, estimated hours. Everything that you would have in a normal MatchPoint client is at your disposal here. So let's go ahead and apply that change. All right, and then as you can see, I have my new request here, and let's go ahead and edit it. And actually I'm going to cancel out and just show you the normal double click functionality, and everything else that you're used to doing in the regular MatchPoint client is still here. So however you worked with it before, you'll be able to work with it just as fast and just as efficiently within the web environment. So let me actually correct that, and I'm going to move it to the bottom left corner of the screen. So no huge changes, but once again, you're able to track your service tickets here. Also, we do allow for attachments and viewing of attachments within MatchPoint Web. Simply click this button. And this function functions a little bit differently than it did in the original client application, purely because of security reasons with web apps. But it's very simple nonetheless. So if I want to add a file, I can just choose a file. And let me go down and I'll add this beautiful CM First logo, and now this has been added to the ticket, and I can remove this if I'd like, or if I want to view it, I just simply double click it, and you can see that the file has been opened. If the file type is something that the browser automatically recognizes, things like .text, image files, PDFs will automatically open in the browser, but if for some reason it's a file like a .doc or a PowerPoint presentation or something like that, where the browser doesn't by default understand how to open it, it would just download it like it would any other file. So once again, very fast and efficient. So I'm going to move on to the timesheets entry. So this timesheet functionality, once again, we did our best to match the exact functionality that is in the normal client version of MatchPoint. So let's go ahead and find our user. There's our demo user, and let's look at his time entries. And we have some lovely test data here. So let's go ahead and make a new time entry. This user is actually not assigned to any projects, so no projects will show up. So once again, all of the combo box filtering and everything based on user settings comes along automatically. So let's go ahead and add one to the service ticket. Let's say it was from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., so 2 hours. And let's say it was developing. And this was them moving that field. The rates and everything are automatically populated as well. And we'll go ahead and apply our change. And this is continue new screen, so it'll automatically pop up another one, but once again, you can just exit if you'd like. So you can see our new item, and we can edit that as we would any other timesheet. So that's pretty much it for the web client, for the web version of MatchPoint. So now I'm going to switch to the mobile, and I'm actually going to also